Okay, today we're going to talk about section 9.5, something called percent yield. In our problems up to now, we assumed that all of the reactants changed completely to product. And so we have calculated the amount of product as the maximum possible, or 100%. This is what we would consider the ideal situation. It does not usually happen in real life. As we carry out a reaction and then transfer products from one container to another, some product is lost. Also in the lab and commercially, starting materials may not be 100% pure. And then we get what we call side reactions that can use some of the reactants to produce us unwanted products. So for these reasons, usually 100% of the desired product is not actually obtained. We usually get less than 100%. So we have here theoretical yield, and that's the amount of product we expect if all of the reactants are converted to product. Theoretical yield is always calculated. So we calculate it using stoichiometry, using mass to mass conversions with mole ratios. Actual yield is the amount of product obtained when the reaction takes place. Actual yield is measured. Always measured in the lab. So it's how much you actually got in the reaction. So then percent yield is the ratio of actual to theoretical yield. So here we have the formula for percent yield. It's actual yield over theoretical yield times 100%. On a space shuttle, these canisters right here contain lithium hydroxide, and the lithium hydroxide combines with carbon dioxide in the air to remove it, so it makes the air safer to breathe. So here's the reaction: lithium hydroxide and carbon dioxide producing lithium hydrogen carbonate, or lithium bicarbonate. So the question says, what is the percent yield of lithium bicarbonate for the reaction if 50 grams of lithium hydroxide gives us 72.8 grams of lithium hydroxide? So then this number is my actual yield. And then we're going to use this number to calculate theoretical yield. When we do percent yield, we have to have it for the same product. So here we have 72.8 grams of lithium bicarbonate. That's our actual yield. So we need to know how much of lithium bicarbonate does 50 grams of lithium hydroxide produce. So we're going to need to find the percent yield. We're going to need molar masses. We're going to need a mole to mole factor, the mole ratio, and then the percent yield calculation. So here's our plan. We're going to start with grams of lithium hydroxide, use molar mass to get us to moles of lithium hydroxide. Then we're going to use the mole to mole factor, or the mole ratio, to get us to moles of lithium bicarbonate. Then we'll use the molar mass to get us to grams of lithium bicarbonate. That will be our theoretical yield. Then we'll take the actual yield that they gave us, divided by the theoretical yield we calculated. Notice it's for the same compound. That's what we have to have. I see. So what is the percent yield? So we're going to start with the 50 grams of reactant. In the first step, we're going to use molar mass. And the molar mass of lithium hydroxide is 23.95 grams. 1 lithium, 1 oxygen, 1 hydroxide. Grams of lithium hydroxide cancel, so that's our first step. Now I have moles of lithium hydroxide. Now this is a 1-to-1 mole ratio, so 1 mole of the lithium bicarbonate and to 1 mole of lithium hydroxide. So moles of lithium hydroxide cancel. Now I have moles of the lithium bicarbonate. Now I need the molar mass of lithium bicarbonate. 1 lithium, 1 hydrogen, 1 carbon, and 3 oxygens all add up to be 67.96 grams. And that's over 1 mole. Moles of lithium bicarbonate cancel. Then I'm going to take 50 grams, divide by 23.95. Those are both 1, so then I just need to multiply by 67.96. And I come up with 142 grams of lithium hydrogen carbonate. So this is my theoretical yield. So to find percent yield, we're going to take actual over theoretical times 100. So the actual yield was 72.8% grams, and the theoretical yield is 142 grams times 100. So that comes up to be 51.3%. Looking at significant figures, my initial number here had 3 significant figures. My actual yield had 3 significant figures. So everything else I calculate should have 3 significant figures. So our final answer is 51.3% yield.